Hi guys, today I'm bringing you 8 quick tips on how to maintain, preserve, and build collagen in your skin so that you have healthier looking skin and you delay the onset of fine lines and wrinkles. Excuse the noise, it's garbage day and there's garbage trucks going up and down my street like right now. I would like to put this list in order of importance, but it's so hard because so many different variables are equally important, just in different aspects of our skin. Number one, I'm going to say is going to be sleep. It's been proven, scientifically proven, that not sleeping enough, or people who work night shifts and switch up their circadian rhythm, age quicker. Their entire body has a speedier process of aging. So of course that affects your skin as well. So getting enough sleep is critical, and in our modern society, which is so fast paced, it's easy to basically not prioritize sleep and sacrifice it for working out or doing other things. But sleep is extremely important, not only for your skin, but for your entire body. Second, after sleep is going to be nutrition. Again, it seems pretty obvious, but whether you use topical vitamin C or not, it's still really important to have a balanced diet to get that vitamin C into your body through veggies, supplements, so that you have healthy collagen and soft tissues and joints. So what we eat is really important. Also, what we don't eat is also really important. You probably already know sugar is very bad for the skin. People who actually eat an excess of sugar will demonstrate it on their skin surface. There's a specific appearance to the skin in people who've had high glucose levels in their bloodstream for prolonged periods of time. This happens in diabetics, but also in certain individuals who are not diabetic, and they're called advanced glycation end products, and you can look it up. And the wrinkling pattern to the skin has a really specific appearance. The wrinkles are really deep and the skin is extremely textured. So sugar absolutely affects the appearance of your skin. Obviously smoking as well. Anything that is basically a free radical is going to attack the skin, and the skin needs antioxidants to fight off free radicals. But now let's get into skincare for number 3. I would say, piggybacking on smoking and environment, my number 1 tip for preserving collagen is going to be sunscreen, sunscreen, and sunscreen. I love mineral blocks. It's really important though to find non-nano mineral blocks. The nano titanium dioxide and zinc oxide will absorb through your skin and into your bloodstream, and we don't need that. We don't want that. So non-nano sunscreens sit on the skin and they reflect the sun rays, and they really good sunscreens, like my favorites are Skin Better Science, Elastin, and Color Science. Oh my God, I really have something in my throat. I have a frog in my throat today. Sorry. So Color Science, Skin Better Science, Elastin are excellent sunscreens. SkinCeuticals has some really good sunscreens, and on the lower end, like Sunbum has some really good mineral sunscreens as well. But basically a mineral sunblock is best. The more sophisticated sunscreens, those formulations protect from free radicals, also UVA radiation from the sun, which is measured in a PA rating where 4+ is the highest. And some sunscreens like Color Science will actually give you the PA rating on the bottle itself, but you want 3+ to 4+. So you want UVB protection, UVA protection, antioxidants that protect against free radicals, and also protection from blue light, which comes from our screens, but also from the sun, and infrared light, which also can speed up aging. So a solid sunscreen is by far the most important. The second one, to actually increase and build up collagen. So sunscreens are to preserve what you have, but now we want to build it. The number one most effective proven over decades product that will build collagen in your skin for sure is a vitamin A derivative like retinoic acid. Prescription would be tretinoin or retin-A, and drugstore over the counter would be retinaldehydes and retinols, things like different adapalene. What science has shown over decades is that applying topical tretinoin or retinoic acid to the skin does many things, but it absolutely helps with collagen synthesis. And you can see, if you take a photo of yourself and then another one 5 years later, that you have less lines 5 years later. It's one of those slow acting things. So if you start using it and you see no change in a month or 3 months, or not even that much after 1 year, and keep using it, you'll see that years later you literally have less lines. The skin changes that you're more likely to see sooner rather than later would be clearer pores, less congestion, and diminished pigmentation, because retinoic acid also helps with pigmentation. So that's what you would see in a shorter period of time, and over years you will see increased elasticity and bounce to the skin. And so when you, let's say when you smile and you have lines, when you go back to rest, those lines go away. Kind of like in kids. Kids will, when they animate, they do get little wrinkles here and there, but the second they stop animating their face, all of those lines disappear. So it gives you back that youthful bounce. The next skincare step that you can add, which will be helpful, but is multiple levels below the effectiveness of retinoic acid, would be peptide serums. And here I would say only certain peptide serums. And the reason for that is peptides can be very large molecules. And when you apply a large molecule on the skin, it will just sit on the skin and it will not absorb deeper into the skin. So don't waste your money on inexpensive, actually, I would say most peptide serums are going to be ineffective unless the peptides are really small. But the higher end peptide serums, like Elastin, for example, the Trihex technology, that's their peptide serum. And the reason why I believe it works is because Elastin did biopsies of the skin before someone used their peptide serum and after several weeks of using the peptide serum. And under the microscope, you see increased collagen and elastin on the histology slides. So that's a peptide that works. It's very expensive. The formulation is very sophisticated. And if you want to and can afford it, that is worth your money. But nearly all other peptide serums are just a waste of your money. So with peptide serums, be very, very picky. You may not like hearing this one, but it is really, really important to wash off your makeup and your sunscreen at night. And there are several reasons for this. Number one, at the end of the day, you do collect pollution and environmental elements, micro elements on your skin, and most of these are going to be free radicals. Also, makeup and products break down over time and break down with exposure to the sun. So you're essentially covering your skin in free radicals, and you're also clogging your pores. You've got sweat, debris from the day. You've got your natural skin's exfoliation, which happens, 24/7. So not taking that buildup off is not good for the skin. And also you miss the opportunity of applying nutrition to the skin in the form of whether you're using vitamin C or other antioxidant serums or hydrators to protect your skin barrier. All of those elements are really important for healthy skin. And lastly, let's talk about at-home devices. At-home devices, people have very mixed feelings about them. You'll hear statements like, don't waste your money, they're not nearly as strong as what you can get in the office. And it's true that they're not as strong as what you get in the office, but are they worth it? If you are the kind of person who will be consistent and will use a device, whether it's an LED light or the NuFace microcurrent, if you're going to use it regularly, then I say absolutely you will see a difference. Consistency is super important with these devices. And the reason why, in my opinion, they're absolutely worth the money is because if you think about it, if you go for a professional facial or treatment, it's like going to the gym and going really hard and having like a 2-hour workout once a month. Isn't it better to go to the gym every day for 20 to 30 minutes? Absolutely. So it's the same with these devices. If you're gonna use them consistently every day, you will get much more in the end than just going and getting a treatment once a month or once every 2 months. It's just not going to take you as far. And that brings us to my last tip, which is in-office procedures. If you want to build and stimulate collagen, there are things you can do in the office, and they're going to be procedures that will increase cell turnover or create micro trauma or micro damage to the skin, where the skin will have to respond by turning on healing mechanisms. And you can think of healing mechanisms as always making collagen. If you imagine you cut yourself, that skin has to close. Well, in order for it to close and become solid again, it has to build collagen where the cut is, where the wound is, so that the skin can close. So all injury promotes collagen. What a scar is non-regulated collagen production. It's not built. The collagen in a scar is disorganized. And that's why it's really important for laser treatments, microneedling treatments, that the microtrauma is controlled. We don't want to injure the skin so much so that it responds with so much collagen production that it becomes disorganized, and that's what causes a scar. So controlled microtrauma stimulates collagen. That can be in the form of resurfacing lasers, chemical peels, microneedling, all the things that will slough off your outermost skin cell layer and bring fresh new skin to the surface. So those are all of my tips. You can pick and choose. Some are lifestyle, like diet and sleep. Some are specific to the skin. But let me know which ones you already incorporate into your life, or which ones would be too hard for you to incorporate into your life. I'd love to know what you guys are used to and what your habits are. And I'll see you in the next video.